If you struggle with obsessive food thoughts, then this video is for you. Today, we're going to tap on how to be free of obsessive food thoughts. Hi, I'm Maria LiPuma, and I help women end emotional eating and stop addictive food cravings. And in this video, I'm going to bring you through a tapping sequence that will help you to put an end to obsessive food thoughts. First off, I want to share with you some of my understanding of why we have the obsessive food thoughts in the first place. Sometimes we are restricting, we're under eating. And if we are under eating and restricting, it's natural to be obsessed with eating, with food, because the body is actually needing to eat more. And it activates that thinking about food because the body is actually telling you it needs more. So restrictive dieting, under eating, or eating a lot of food that is not nutritionally sound. Maybe you eat a lot of bulk foods that don't have a lot of high nutrients in them, or maybe you eat a lot of junk foods and you're not really satisfying your nutrient needs. So putting in a good, healthy food is essential to help you to feel safe, because really what gets activated is the fear response. Your body is fearful of starving. And fear also comes up in another way with obsessive thinking, because fear can also be a fear of loss of control. And so when we start to think about the foods, we think about the obsession with what we're going to eat, it's sort of an illusion of control. Because a lot of times, if we've lost our ability to feed ourselves with health and intention, we've become afraid to trust ourselves. And so the obsessive thinking is a way of getting out of our bodies and avoiding the fear that's coming up. So there's two things that I believe need to be addressed in order to put an end to obsessive food thoughts. And that is, one of them is addressing the fear, and the other is addressing the stress. Because if we're overstressed, a stress reaction will put our bodies into a fight, flight, freeze response. And that, of course, activates the fear and the worry. In fear and worry, the mind will start obsessing about something to sort of disassociate from how we're feeling. So with tapping, it's essential to start to embrace exactly where you're at. If you are struggling with obsessive food thoughts, I'm going to encourage you to follow along with me, or to keep this video handy for the next time it comes up for you. First off is to embrace yourself and accept yourself, and to be curious rather than beat yourself up or try to push it away. The beautiful thing about tapping is that we have to accept where we are. And in that acceptance, it takes a lot of the power away from it. And sometimes it's simply just accepting it that will actually shift it and transform it into a more peaceful place. So, if you're new to tapping, I will put a link below that will tell you a little bit more about tapping. But for today's purposes, I'm encouraging you to follow along, take full responsibility for yourself and well-being, and we will begin. So take a moment to tune in and notice how obsessed you're feeling. Maybe your mind is going on, thinking about food, wanting to eat, afraid to eat, all the things that are associated with food. And just embrace where you're at right now. And you can take a deep breath in and let it go. And I like to start on the collarbone. So just tuning into the collarbone, you can move your head, wiggle your body a little bit, and start to notice how you're feeling in your body. Maybe your thoughts are going on. Maybe you're feeling triggered. Something is coming up for you and you can't stop thinking about food. You're dreaming about food. You're thinking about food. Maybe you are restricting and you're afraid to add more food. Maybe you're afraid to add more food because you're afraid of even gaining fat or gaining weight. So there's lots of layers to this in our struggle with food weight and body image. For you today, embracing where you're at, all the fears, all the worries, and choose to accept yourself, obsessive thinking and all. So bring your hands to your heart, one hand over the other. Take another deep breath in and let it go. We'll start on the side of the hand with a setup. Even though I'm feeling obsessive about food, I can't stop thinking about it. I deeply and completely accept myself right here and right now. Even though these annoying food thoughts won't go away, and I feel really distracted by it. All I want to do is eat or think about food. Maybe I'm afraid to eat, but the obsessive food thoughts are there. Today I choose to accept myself, obsessive thoughts and all. Even though I'm feeling obsessed with food, I want to eat it. I'm afraid to eat it. Maybe some deprivation is coming up for me. Today I choose to embrace how I feel and accept myself, obsessive thoughts and all. Take a deep breath in and let it go. We'll do a round of tapping, and I'm going to offer some words. Certainly replace them with words that are true for you, because the objective is to give voice to what's coming up for you so that you can have more freedom. Tap the top of the head and take a deep breath in and let it go. This obsessive thinking is driving me crazy. I don't want to give in to eating more, and yet I can't stop thinking about food. This obsessive thinking, and even though I have this obsessive thinking, today I choose to honor myself and how I feel, obsessive thinking and all. Maybe I'm afraid to give in to the food, afraid to eat. Or maybe there's another area of my life that I'm feeling afraid, and the obsessive thinking has me avoiding my feelings. Today I choose to love, honor, and respect myself no matter how I'm showing up. Obsessive thinking and all. And take a deep breath in and let it go. So tapping at each point and breathing at each point actually helps to activate the relaxation response. De-stress the system, because stress can activate obsessive thinking. So the more you are accepting of yourself, the more you are de-stressing yourself, tuning into your breath and your body, the more you can release the need to be focused on food and obsessive thoughts. Even though I feel obsessive about food thoughts, I choose to embrace myself with love and compassion. Maybe I'm afraid. Maybe there's something else that's coming up for me. Maybe I'm feeling out of control, and the illusion that I can control my food is what comes up for me. Today, I choose to embrace myself with love and compassion. Wouldn't it be nice if I can feel safer in my body, that I could nourish myself with respect, that I can embrace all of my feelings, and accept myself even when I'm obsessive. Today I choose to respect myself, to honor myself, to have compassion for myself, especially when I'm feeling stressed and afraid. And even though I might have some obsessive food thoughts, today I choose to love myself, be curious and compassionate as I evolve all the thoughts, feelings, and emotions that are driving this mental obsession. Take a breath in and let it go. Tuning into ease and flow, release and let go. All of this fear, all of these obsessive thoughts, it's safe to let them go. Take a breath in, and on the exhalation, just enjoy letting it go. It's safe to let it go. Right here in this moment, all is well, and I am safe. Right here in this moment, I accept myself with compassion. Right here in this moment, I choose to accept myself with love and compassion. And take a deep breath in and let it go. Bring your hands back to your heart, one hand over the other, tuning into your body, tuning into your mind, and checking in with yourself and noticing what's come up for you. Maybe you feel more at ease. Maybe there's less obsessive thinking. Or maybe you are aware of some deeper fears that are coming up. Because a lot of times when we get in our heads and we're obsessively thinking about something, we are avoiding something else that wants to be processed, that wants to come up. So you can absolutely use tapping to start to relax the brain, relax the body, de-stress the system, and start to address the deeper fears that are coming up. Maybe it's connected to your relationship to food and body, or maybe it's not even connected to any of that. It's connected to other things that are coming up in your life. Because often when we have food obsession or any other obsession, it's used as an avoidance to address what's really coming up. So the answer is to have compassion for yourself, to be curious and allow what needs to come up, so that you can be more present and allow the healing to happen. So I would love to hear your thoughts on this. If this was helpful, please let me know. If you have any more questions about this, please write them in the thread below. And if you need any deeper help around this, because our issues with emotional eating and food addiction are so complex, taking a deeper dive and working with a skilled practitioner can be very, very helpful in giving you true food freedom and enabling you to make peace with your food, make peace with your body, and if needed, release excess weight. So if that feels true for you and you need some help, you can go ahead and book a free strategy call with me in the link below. And in the meantime, I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to knowing that you will keep on taking good care of yourself. Take care now. Bye now.